Join us on Patreon and become part of our journey to uncover history's untold stories. Your support helps us create in-depth content, bring hidden narratives to life, and keep history alive for everyone.
In the highlands of East Africa, cradled by ancient traditions and millennial-old practices, lies a spiritual and literary treasure often overlooked by the broader world. The Ethiopian Bible, or the Guizi Bible, stands as a unique and profound artifact of Christianity's rich history, offering insights that remain shrouded in mystery for many. Unlike the more familiar Western versions of the Bible, the Ethiopian Bible encompasses a broader canon, older manuscripts, and unique interpretations of apocalyptic prophecies that captivate scholars and theologians alike. Among its profound verses and ancient teachings lies a thread that has increasingly drawn attention in our modern age: its vivid and dire warnings about the end of the world. These warnings do not merely echo the themes of judgment and redemption common in Christian eschatology. Instead, they weave together a narrative deeply rooted in Ethiopian traditions, historical experiences, and an unwavering sense of divine providence. To understand these forewarnings is to embark on a journey through time, tracing the footprints of an ancient civilization that has preserved its unique identity and faith despite the vicissitudes of history. This is a story not only of sacred texts, but of the people who hold these texts as the cornerstone of their spiritual and cultural lives. Their vision of the end of the world is as much a reflection of divine revelation as it is a commentary on the human condition. The Ethiopian Bible is an artifact of unmatched significance. Its roots extend to the earliest days of Christianity, with some manuscripts predating many of the texts that later formed the canonical Bible as recognized by most Christian traditions. Written in Guizi, a liturgical language that echoes with the ancient rhythms of Ethiopian Christianity, this Bible contains books that are absent from other versions, including texts such as the Book of Enoch and the Book of Jubilees. These texts, rich with apocalyptic imagery and prophecy, offer a distinct perspective on the ultimate destiny of humanity and the cosmos. The Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church, which reveres this Bible, holds steadfastly to interpretations that emphasize the moral and spiritual dimensions of these prophecies, seeing them as warnings and guideposts for living a life aligned with divine will. In the Ethiopian worldview, the end of the world is not merely an event to be feared or anticipated with dread. It is an integral part of the divine plan, a culmination of history that brings both judgment and renewal. The warnings contained within the Ethiopian Bible speak to the fragility of human existence, the dangers of moral decay, and the ultimate triumph of divine justice. These themes are not confined to abstract theology, but resonate deeply with the lived experiences of a people who have faced invasions, famines, and internal strife, yet have emerged with their faith and traditions intact. The Book of Enoch, a text preserved in its entirety only within the Ethiopian Bible, offers one of the most detailed and dramatic accounts of the end of the world. Attributed to Enoch, the great-grandfather of Noah, this book describes visions of heavenly realms, angelic rebellions, and divine judgments that culminate in the renewal of the earth. Enoch's warnings are stark and unflinching, painting a picture of a world corrupted by sin and awaiting the inevitable reckoning. The fallen angels, who transgress divine boundaries, serve as a cautionary tale about the consequences of hubris and defiance. Their punishment, meted out with unwavering justice, underscores the themes of accountability and the inescapability of divine law. The Ethiopian interpretation of these prophecies places a strong emphasis on the moral and ethical dimensions of human behavior. The warnings are not merely about cosmic cataclysms, but about the choices that individuals and societies make. In this view, the end of the world is as much about spiritual decay as it is about physical destruction. It is a call to introspection, urging humanity to align itself with divine principles before it is too late. Another significant text within the Ethiopian Bible is the Book of Jubilees, often referred to as the Little Genesis. This book, which expands on the narratives of Genesis and Exodus, provides a unique chronological framework for understanding history and prophecy. Its apocalyptic sections warn the consequences of straying from divine commandments and highlight the cyclical nature of human history. The Ethiopian tradition interprets these warnings as a reminder of the covenant between God and humanity, a covenant that demands both faith and action. The Ethiopian Bible's warnings about the end of the world are deeply intertwined with its vision of justice and redemption. In this tradition, the end is not an arbitrary or capricious act, but a fulfillment of divine purpose. The prophecies emphasize the role of the righteous in ushering in a new era, where justice prevails and divine harmony is restored. This vision is not confined to the distant future, but is seen as a continuous process, with every act of righteousness contributing to the realization of God's kingdom on earth. The historical context of Ethiopia provides a rich backdrop for understanding these warnings. As one of the oldest Christian nations, Ethiopia has a unique perspective on the interplay between faith and history. Its experience of preserving Christianity in the face of external pressures, from Islamic expansion to European colonialism, has imbued its interpretation of apocalyptic prophecy with a sense of resilience and hope. The Ethiopian Bible's warnings are not merely abstract theological concepts, but are deeply rooted in the lived experiences of a people who have endured and overcome great challenges. The role of the Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church in preserving and interpreting these prophecies cannot be overstated. The Church, with its rich liturgical traditions and monastic heritage, serves as a custodian of the Ethiopian Bible and its teachings. Its emphasis on community, prayer, and moral living reflects the principles outlined in the apocalyptic texts. The Church's teachings encourage believers to see the end of the world not as a source of fear, but as an opportunity for spiritual growth and renewal. Modern interpretations of the Ethiopian Bible's warnings about the end of the world continue to resonate with contemporary concerns. In an age marked by environmental degradation, social inequality, and moral uncertainty, these ancient prophecies offer a timeless reminder of the need for accountability and stewardship. The Ethiopian tradition emphasizes the interconnectedness of all creation, viewing the end of the world as a consequence of humanity's failure to uphold its responsibilities. This perspective challenges modern readers to reflect on their own actions and their impact on the world. The Ethiopian Bible's unique contributions to Christian eschatology have also sparked renewed interest among scholars and theologians. Its broader canon and distinct interpretations provide valuable insights into the diversity of early Christian thought. The inclusion of texts like the Book of Enoch and the Book of Jubilees challenges conventional understandings of the biblical tradition and opens new avenues for exploring the themes of judgment, redemption, and divine justice. In conclusion, the Ethiopian Bible's warnings about the end of the world offer a profound and multifaceted perspective on one of humanity's most enduring questions. These warnings, deeply rooted in Ethiopian tradition and history, transcend their immediate cultural context to speak to universal concerns about morality, justice, and the ultimate destiny of humanity. They challenge readers to see the end of the world not as a distant event to be feared, but as a call to action and a reminder of the enduring power of faith. In the timeless words of the Ethiopian Bible, we find not only a vision of judgment, but also a promise of renewal, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the boundless grace of the divine.